Hey guys, I'm Christy. I like to cook and do lots of different things. I'm obsessed with eating healthy on a budget, so come shop with me and then I'll share my easy, healthy budget recipes with you. It's winter, and this week we're having lots of warming flavors, including apple cinnamon oatmeal, curried chickpeas, and a stir-fry rice bowl with a couple key ingredients I will share with you. And we're doing it all for under $25. Enough chatting, let's go shopping. First, I'm headed to my local Asian market to get a small piece of ginger for my stir-fry. This piece cost 52 cents. Now I'm on to the grocery outlet. I'm having kale with my curried chickpeas. Make sure to check the expiration date. And I need garlic to flavor my chickpeas. Pro tip, look for brown spots and broken bulbs. Get a bulb that is clean and intact. Now we need 1 red onion and 1 yellow onion. Mushrooms here are actually $1.99 and they are going in our stir fry. The peppers are $1.25 and I'm getting the biggest one I can find. I'm also putting squash and zucchini in my stir fry. Look for ones that are less damaged. You can pick different vegetables if you want. These are just the vegetables I have available here at my store. I'm getting a bag of apples for my oatmeal. I think Granny Smith will be better for cooking. A small container of oats for 99 cents. Let's get old-fashioned. Ooh, this is a good find. A bag of nuts and fruit for just $1.99. I'll put these in my oatmeal. It's the day after Christmas and the butter has been absolutely decimated. I'll get this half pound for $1.50. There's a variety of eggs and we're getting the cheapest available, size large. It's very disappointing and I can't find garbanzo beans, aka chickpeas, which normally cost 99 cents here. To make matters worse, they are out of the 2-pound bags of jasmine rice and only have 2-pound bags of basmati rice. When it comes to Asian dishes, the rice is absolutely essential. I hope you will forgive me just this once. I'm getting the 5-pound bag of jasmine rice, which costs the same pound for pound as the 2-pound bags, but it's much more than I planned on spending. Even with overspending on the rice, I still spent less than $25. But now I have to go find those darn garbanzo beans. I suck it up and I walk to Sprouts, where garbanzo beans are twice as expensive. This is the reality of living in a major city where costs can add up surprisingly fast. That's actually why I'm making these videos. I want to control my spending on food and eat really well. If I can do this living in one of the most expensive parts of the United States, I'm sure you can do it too. Assuming you don't live in New York City, you can probably cook even cheaper than I can. Now for breakfast, apple cinnamon oatmeal with an optional fried egg. Start by chopping up the apple. These apples are big, so I'm not going to use a whole one. Put the apple in a saucepan and add 1 cup of water, a dash of salt, a teaspoon of brown sugar, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Place it over medium heat and give it a little stir. Once you've brought it to a boil, turn the heat down to low and add a 1/2 cup of oats. Let cook for 5 minutes. Now I'm going to chop up some of these nuts. I want them to be chopped into small pieces for my oatmeal topping. That's almost 3/4 of a cup each of nuts and dried fruit. Not a bad deal for $1.99 around here. The oatmeal is ready to serve, so I like to serve mine with a pat of butter, some chopped nuts and fruit, and if desired, a fried egg. Yep, it's good. This is a delicious and hearty breakfast, including the cost of 6 eggs, all the ingredients that I used to make this breakfast, spread over 7 days. It costs just $1.35 for every breakfast. So this breakfast is really good, but what's for lunch? For lunch, curried chickpeas and rice. 1 pound of dried chickpeas should give you about 2 cups. There are several ways to prepare beans. I'm just showing you the way I do it. Rinse them and put them in a big pot. Fill the pot with water so that the water covers the beans by about an inch, and add salt. I used 3 teaspoons to really flavor the chickpeas. Cook on the stove over medium-high heat. When it comes to a boil like this, reduce the heat to medium and set a timer for about 45 minutes. Once cooked, let them cool and drain them. See how 2 cups of uncooked chickpeas made more than 4 cups cooked? Now take 2 cups of uncooked rice and prepare according to the package directions. With jasmine rice, I usually add 1 1/4 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. While my rice is cooking, I'll prepare my kale. Spread it across a baking sheet. I have some left over for later in the week. Add some oil. I'm using sesame oil. Salt and pepper. And pop it in the oven on high heat, or even using the broiler, for about 10 to 15 minutes. I end up adding a few squirts of this. You can also use soy sauce. And voila, we have some delicious crispy kale. My rice is done cooking and I'm going to let it cool. While it cools, I'll make my caramelized onion and garlic. Prepare thin slices of onion and add as much garlic as you like. I'm using about 5 or 6 cloves. I like to press on the garlic until it pops open like this. That makes it much easier to peel. With the garlic and onion sliced, we are ready to heat a tablespoon of oil in our skillet. Add the onion and garlic and a touch of salt and stir to coat everything in oil. The key to caramelized anything is low heat and time. This is the chemistry of cooking. The sugars and the vegetable break down and form new, delicious, aromatic compounds. Science is tasty. I'm coming back about every 10 minutes and giving them a stir. After about 30 minutes, these are looking good to me, but you of course can cook yours longer if you want. With the rice cooled, add chickpeas and caramelized onions and garlic. Start with 1 tablespoon of curry powder. You can always add more later. Salt and pepper to taste, and stir it all together. Make sure you taste as you go, so you can add more spices, salt, and pepper if desired. To serve my curried chickpeas, I start with a small amount of kale. Add several heaping spoonfuls of the curried chickpeas and rice. And if you're able to set some aside, top with caramelized onions. This made so much food, I almost didn't have enough storage containers to put it in. So this will be plenty for me to eat all week long at lunch, and I'll probably actually have some left over. I love how savory it is, so flavorful. The flavors go well together, and it's so simple. The caramelized onion and garlic, I'm choking on curry. The caramelized onion and garlic really makes it. It's so delicious and healthy. Another bite. So good. My cost for this meal is just 87 cents. For dinner, stir fry with a soft-boiled egg. My meal starts with pickled red onion. Take your red onion and slice it as thin as you possibly can. Now pack it in a jar. You really gotta pack it in there. Pack, pack, pack. To make the vinegar solution, take half a cup of water, half a cup of vinegar, a couple tablespoons of sugar, and a dash of salt. Heat and stir until the sugar dissolves. Let the solution cool and then pour over the red onion. If you're like me, you will overflow your jar and have to fight to get the lid on. And there you go, pickled red onion. Refrigerate at least 24 hours before serving. Now it's time for stir fry. Well, heck. I'm just peeling off some of the skin to make my life easier. I'll stick it in a jar like this, refrigerate, and take it out every night when I am ready to cook my dinner. I'll start dinner by making a pot of rice and preparing my perfect soft-boiled egg. The secret to soft-boiled eggs is steam. We are steaming, not boiling. I've told you before that I'm a kitchen minimalist, and I wasn't kidding. I'm using this tea kettle as my lid. Hey, it works. With my water boiling, I add my egg, cover, turn the heat down low, and steam for 6.5 minutes. Prepare your water bath. This lucky egg gets a spa treatment. Add some ice, and after 6.5 minutes, halt the cooking of the egg with the ice-cold water. Leave it to cool while you prepare your stir fry. Start by heating 1 tablespoon of oil over medium-high heat. I'm using coconut oil. Add pieces of the chopped vegetables. I prepared these in advance and placed them in storage containers. So when I get home from work, all tired and hangry, these veggies are ready to go and take no time at all. I also add mushrooms. I don't cut these in advance so they won't get weird and slimy. Stir to coat in the oil. Over medium-high heat, these veggies will cook quickly. Now take the ginger and peel off yummy thin slices to flavor the stir fry. I do this directly into the pan. Now would also be a good time to add hot chilies. I do not like overcooked vegetables, so I love how stir fry browns the veggies on the outside and warms them in the middle without becoming smushy. That's why cooking over high heat is so important. You should also know by now that I'm a Bragg's liquid aminos addict. You can substitute soy sauce. Add a few splashes. Stir and then turn off the heat. The veggies will continue cooking while you peel your soft-boiled egg and prepare your rice bowl. Now we are ready to serve with a delicious heaping of jasmine rice. Stir-fried veggies, a topping of our fresh pickled red onions, and a perfectly cooked soft-boiled egg. I happen to have some black sesame seeds, and this is YouTube, so hey, why not? You can also add hot sauce if you like. And wow, beautiful. This really is a restaurant quality meal, and it's the little things that make it. The pickled onion is sweet and spicy, and the soft-boiled egg is buttery and rich, and it doesn't take much to make this meal that actually costs $1.24 taste like it's coming from a high-end restaurant. God. Wow, it's even better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh my gosh. I hope my meal plan ideas have shown you that eating for $25 a week does not have to be boring or bland or canned. You can make really, really healthy meals using fresh ingredients, and you don't have to break the bank either. All it takes is a little bit of creativity and planning. So I hope this video inspires you to eat well and save money. Thanks for watching, and happy cooking.